Act 2015 is a consortium of global think tanks and research organizations that are together thinking about how a future climate agreement could look like.
What does this agreement need to do? What functions does it need to perform? How can it make a difference in this transformation to a low-carbon, climate-resilient economy? We asked those questions in 12 convenings around the world on every single continent, except for Antarctica. And I think what we're presenting today are the results of that exercise.
I think what's in Act 2015 is two clear signals long-term. One is that greenhouse gas emissions need to be phased out to net zero by the middle of the next century. The other is that resilience needs to be phased up for adaptation for countries around the world, and that countries need to decide to improve that every 5 years.
We know that the world needs a dynamic global climate agreement that can stand the test of time. And after listening to hundreds of governments and stakeholders around the world over the last year, this proposal offers a fresh new approach that can bring the world together to address the climate crisis.
And what we are proposing here is a long-term target of net zero greenhouse gas emissions, and as soon as possible in the second half of the century. The important part here is that this process of proposals is done continuously, not only once, but continuously every 5 years. This is very important because the first round of proposals may not be sufficient towards the long-term goal, and they need to be strengthened. And to do that every 5 years, or even earlier, is a way to get there.
The word adaptation is a fundamental and central part of this regime, and to do it in a very concrete way, I think, is one of the contributions, really added value in this proposal that we have.
The cost of a maladapted planet it's not the cost in one country, it's the cost that we all share if adaptation is not working the right way in every country. In the same way that we will all share if mitigation is not working the way we need it to. It's a process where people can define their own way forward into a better future. You can look at this as an intergenerational thing, or you can look at it as something where you can plan to do something that will make your society better off, your country better off, and the world better off. There are great opportunities here. The marches we saw in New York this summer point to this. There's real hunger for this sort of thing. That gives me hope for this to move forward.